the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight, Week 11 gets underway with AFC East rivals doing battle here in Foxborough. Strap in. It's an NFL rivalry like few others. The Jets and the Patriots next on EA Sports. On the Jets sideline, there you see head coach Aaron Glenn. His guys looking for a second straight victory after coming out on top a week ago. On the other side, it's Patriots head coach Mike Vrabel. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd.
What's up, party people? We have a banger of a game to kick off Week 11 between the 3-6 Jets and the 8-2 Patriots. We will talk about the Jets in a second. This game is going to be very competitive, and if you like games that shoot out and go back and forth, well, this is the game for you. All right, the Patriots. They are missing their left tackle. They got some guys moved around. Jets are missing some people too, so it's not like both teams don't have some injuries to keep this thing nice, even and square. The Patriots, they're in Seattle's West Coast zone run. They're one of the only teams really running it right now. Seattle's running it, but they got quarterback problems, so we'll talk about that when we talk about the Seattle Seahawks. But I love this offense. Great for featuring your number one wide receiver and your running back. They're in the New England Tampa 2. Did them pretty good last week, I believe. Play sheets are batch of blitzes and 4-2-5. Now, one of the things I like about the Seattle offense, it seems Patriots seem to run the ball decent enough, but I like it more because when it's on Seattle, it features getting your stars the ball. That is your running back and your number one wide receiver in the slot, and that is Stephon Diggs. I wish the Patriots had better options, but I mean they're a wagon. They're 8-2, and they're very, very good. How about the Jets? So let's talk about the Jets. If you remember the first time I listened to every game for an entire season, the Jets were a playoff team, one of the best teams, and their strategy, their playbook were really part of that. The New York Jets offense, West Coast zone run, they when you have a mobile quarterback who's overall like Justin Fields or Jalen Milroe, who's also in this offense right now, it lets them run. They just run the ball better. It's just good. The only thing hurting the Jets is, Breece Hall's not a superstar anymore and stuff like that, and they're missing Williams, who got traded. But they're very tough. And when you have, doesn't matter how good your defense is, when you have a quarterback that can run the ball, like a Fields or a Milroe, it just makes up for everything. So, all right, Jets are in the West Coast zone run. We're trying out John Madden's playbook here, 3-4. What is it? 3-4 disguise. Play sheets, heavy, strong, batch of blitzes. We're also going to be putting, we're going to leave Adonai Mitchell in the slot and change Justin Fields' throwing motion to over top. I see if I can get him to throw the ball a little bit better. Did some research to see what, the guys that play this game and stuff like that are saying are the best throwing motions. And I saw someone that says over the top, just over the top is really good. So we'll see if that is something that, works for Justin Fields. But other than that, this is going to be a really good game, really competitive. These primetime games usually always are higher in scoring, but they're back and forth to keep things interesting. So let's get into it and have some fun. Tell me what you think.
So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
It's a gain of 9.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The numbers a week ago for Henderson. 13 carries, 51 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
That's another Patriots first down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They go play action now. May. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. To throw, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
We're going to throw. May. Short pass caught by Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To the air, May. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. On now is Andres Borregales to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And normally when you talk about a quarterback on his 3rd team in as many years, you're worried about this kid's potential, but in this case, Justin Fields has plenty of it, and he flashed it big time during his short tenure in Pittsburgh. Now he has an opportunity in New York to be a full-time starter once again, and the Jets are excited about his potential.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The Patriots making their way back out, and they've had a number of uniforms through the years, going back to the Pat Patriot days and even before that. And now here they are in their NFL rivalry-inspired combo, dubbed the Nor'easter. If you look closely, you can see the 6 stars around the neckline. That's in homage to both the 6 states of New England, Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and Massachusetts, as well as the Patriots' 6 Super Bowl titles. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Here's May. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 75. And the Patriots are able to widen their advantage. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And his ability to use his legs has given the defense fits when trying to game plan. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing yards by a QB. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. He stiff arms him. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we would be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A great matchup here in the Northeast. We know about the New York-Boston rivalries and other sports, and this one just as heated. It goes back all the way to the AFL days in the 60s. Plus, you might recall it was a Jets-Patriots game in 01. Jets will take over. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he's been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we'll see much more of him as this game goes along. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football.
And that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards and a sack. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll throw with May. They'll try and do this himself. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
They run once more with Henderson. A little juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing here is May. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
25 more yards. That's another
Henderson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Borregales now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. The visitors' offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. As you take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a QB, you'll notice he's worked his way into the top 5 at this point in the season. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Harold Landry in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Christian Belmore in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 66 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. This is 2nd and 8.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
May going to give it to Henderson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On play action, Fields. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
A gain of 14. And the Jets first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Fields. And Lazard's got it again. 2nd down and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the Patriots 40.
Again, Fields. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end, Mason Taylor. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now Nick Folk, his career long, 56 yards. This from 54 yards away. Folk's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Oh, look at the juke. He's still barreling through. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. He'll look to throw. May looking to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw is Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
A final shot before the break. Fields.
And it's intercepted.
Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Second half starts with a run by Hall.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Fields. Now he's going to step up and run.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, New York.
They'll look to throw here. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Fields now to throw.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Out of bounds down at the 7-yard line.
Fields throwing again. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Garrett Wilson.
His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
On second down, here's the option.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for New England. 45 yards.
Good for a Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Straight ahead, Henderson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
A quick throw, but incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They'll set up to throw. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Patriots field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. New York set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
At the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
4-yard line.
The Pats offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Jamie Sherwood there to make the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 5.
Again, it's Henderson. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Returnable for Thomas. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Play action. It's Fields. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now in Foxborough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Fields going to keep it running left. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields. Out to the right here to Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Fields going to run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Christian Barmore on the stop. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run with Allen. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's got it. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Hall. Now he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. On for the extra point is Folk. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. May. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, it's May. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's May.
At the 47-yard line.
He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. To the air, May. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
10 more yards.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Pats answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. And it pushes right forward to about the 32. 113 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. This 2nd and 4. Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Here's Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. So now Justin Fields and the Jets down by 7. A little under 1:50 remaining. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. Fields going to hold on to it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And now out come the Patriots. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw, it's made.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Now Fields going to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
That's another Jets first down. A gain of 19 yards.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here now is the kicker, Nick Folk. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. And the city will be alive tonight. The Jets have won it.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, How about that come from behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
Well. The Jets are winners of 2 in a row. 37-34, last second field goal to end this game. The Patriots, they took the Jets lightly and choked it away. Drake May coughing up a fumble there at the end gave the Jets the opportunity to tie the game with a touchdown in the red zone. And then they took another bad sack, had to punt the ball. Jets drove down. I'm not exactly sure how much better Fields threw the ball. We'll take a look at this box score. But he played one of his best games of the season. He still threw an interception. 264 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. That is pretty high for him. He does take 8 sacks because he's a rushing quarterback, and that's kind of the give and take. 17 attempts, 22 attempts, 17 completions, 77% completion percentage. 12 yards an attempt is pretty high. Brees Hall, he's a magician. 75 yards, long touchdown, 4 broken tackles. He's looking like Brees Hall of earlier this season actually, where he was an X factor or superstar at least. Justin Fields still had 8 for 71 and a touchdown on the ground. I think Lazard really helped him. He hasn't really been in games much this season. We've been trying to get a Donnie Mitchell and Garrett Wilson and uh, John Mechie the ball, but they're not really doing much. And Lazard's just like a big tight end. So, hey, chuck it up to Lazard, and he had that one big 69-yard catch. I don't know how he got behind the defense like that, but he did. Mason Taylor kind of chipped in a little bit. Defensively, 12 tackles for Andre Sisco, sacks. Jermaine Johnson and Jones had a sack and interception, went to Sisco. Sisco had a game. I wonder if that gets him player of the week. And then on the Patriots side, Drake May, not his best game. Very disruptive. 275 yards, a touchdown, interception, only 2 sacks, 24 for 35 at 68%. This John Madden playbook gave up points, but kind of hurt the percentage there. Diggs still had 8 for 134 and a touchdown. Not bad. A lot of sacks here. Barmore, Landry, Marpu, Milton Williams had half a sack. Spillane had that 1 interception. Jets are still alive. I love the Jets, man. Just be scrappy. I like seeing a low overall team compete, and they did. Do they have a shot at the 7 seed? 6-4 Cincinnati. Yeah, maybe not. They have to get on a real big run. But let's look at the Jets. Justin Fields, not even 2,000 yards passing yet. 11 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Still can't get that touchdown over the interception mark, but we're working on it. We'll see what this throwing motion does. Over 700 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns. If we can get Brees Hall going and they have one of the higher rushing attacks, when we did this earlier in the year, I keep referring to this. They were like the highest rushing team in the league because of what those two were doing. Adonai Mitchell, 48 receptions, 623 yards, a touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 34 for 407. So if Lazard could be like this third option, maybe we have hope here even more. Sherwood has 85 tackles. Cisco has 83 tackles for loss. Jermaine Johnson and Will McDonald have 13 and 12 respectively. 6 sacks for McDonald, 6 for Jermaine Johnson. It'd just be nice if they still had Williams on the interior. Hey, but they're scrappy. They are scrappy. Who they got next? Ooh, they got the Baltimore Ravens. That's a real test right there. Heck of a stretch here. Patriots, Ravens, and even the Falcons are real good. So I can't wait to see the rest of it. Tell me what you think. We got a rushing, scrambling quarterback. That's low overall. Jets playbook, baby. And what do you think about this Patriots offense? Defense was not good, but their offense still getting it done with the points. All right. Thanks for watching. See you very soon. Peace.